It's about to be.
Says we're live.
It is live. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to this week's episode of your favorite drinking show, where we're gonna sit back, talk about USL League One, everything that's happening on in the league, from all the silliness to wardrobe changes to USL attempted to do Pride Month and Juneteenth and failing at it, to certain teams not getting it right. This is your host, as always. It's Elliot. Is joining me is my good man Kyle Carr, and below is Eboni. How are you guys doing today?
Chilling. I'm just ready to play Portland this weekend.
Are we not even focused? Okay, let's put it start, y'all. Are you not even focused anymore on the on NCFC? Like, what is it? Like, you're not messing with them no more?
No. Whoa. I'm very focused on both my teams. It's just one of these games has higher stakes than the other. They're both Pride night, and I can't wait to see all Richmond Kickers friends. But I'm worried about Saturday. Y'all can take this in. You can take this W. I don't care. We're going for vibes at this point.
Going for vibes at this point? Yo, so before we hop into the start of the show, yo, like, for real, North Carolina, to me, like I said it before, like they were a team that I guess my expectations of them were low, like, but they were still a good team. Like, they were a young team that had good games, good results. It wasn't like I was getting blown out the water. My view on that has changed, as long as some other teams, but I still feel like North Carolina is going to be a team trending upwards near the end of the year, if that makes sense.
I mean, I had expectations, and we have yet to meet them. And my expectations were low. It was be competitive. Be competitive, win a couple games, and compete. We've done none of those three. Well, we've competed. We have competed. We've competed in a few games. I will give them that. But that's about it. We have not won a game. We are last. Toronto is ahead of us. Toronto. It's just, and I keep being told to trust the process, and I don't know what the fucking process is.
Look, you should know by now, any team that says trust the process is bound to fail. Look at Philly. Look at Philly. Philly was all trust the process, and they're getting knocked out in the second round again.
I mean, but at least they made the playoffs.
But they were the 1 seed. Not the point.
They made the playoffs.
True. Yo, Kyle, follow you up there, man. You up in Madison, dog. What's going on, man? Since you've been on the show, you know, up points in a couple of wardrobe change. What's going on?
How y'all change kits and
y'all
lose
lost
points?
on Juneteenth, dog. Juneteenth.
Look, as far as I'm aware, that match never happened. You know what? That never happened.
Kyle, don't lie like that to the people.
I didn't see the match. I didn't see any of it. Never happened in my book. There was a Bucks game 7 instead. That was more important. The Bucks won on Juneteenth. They did something right for once.
Is this a if I didn't see it, it didn't happen type of thing?
This is I didn't see it, it didn't happen. As far as I'm aware, there was some good Juneteenth things that the club did. There was some good black culture that was displayed. Had a good drum line. Had someone sing 2 national anthems.
If you don't sound like a slave owner, you surely did with that statement.
You know what?
Good black culture.
It was good. I was there. I heard good things about it.
Them boys were good.
Everything that happened off the pitch, no major fuck up. And that's all you can ask right now. Don't fuck it up. And they didn't fuck it up. They fucked it up on the field.
Yeah, this is also true.
But it never happened in my book.
Losing on Juneteenth is racist.
You know, Revs 2, the post is racist. It is anti-black. They hit the post 4 times. That's got to be anti-black to me. And it is a white post. I mean, let's connect the dots here. In terms of wardrobe change,
I mean, we talk about the same state that couldn't figure out whether or not a black man got killed with a knee in his neck. So, I mean, hey, it is what it
Hey, that was Minnesota. Hold on. Don't lump us with Minnesota. Look, we got Illinois right below us that, is covering shit up. You got Minnesota that has to decide it, and then there's Wisconsin. I mean, they still have the whole Jacob Blake situation, but it's just the Bermuda Triangle shit.
I did not prepare for.
You get the triangle racism. All right. So last week, since it was Juneteenth, the Kickers 1-1 draw versus Union Omaha. Toronto FC 2-1 win over Fort Lauderdale. As you stated, Forward Madison dropped points against Revs 2. South Georgia had probably the biggest upset win of the year so far. And can we take a moment to talk about South Georgia and what is going on there? Because I think I stated on the beginning of the first episode of the year, I'm backing South Georgia. I had one foot off the train. I'm putting 2 feet back on there.
Even after last night.
A foot and a half. I'm there. A foot and a half. Last night pissed me off to no end, dog. Because last night, we're going to talk about it, but talk about this win over Greenville, and I got to say, man, I don't know if this is a good result of South Georgia or if this is a bad result of Greenville. You get what I'm saying?
Hold on, no. Because Greenville is not as great as people like. Greenville's good. I will give them that. But Greenville is not as great as they think they are. And I think a lot of people forget that.
They
don't play like a full 90. They play a good 45 minutes, whether that's split between the two halves, and that's when they score their goals. But they sit back a lot, and they just play park the bus FC. Like, that's bullshit. They are very good at it, but they were exposed by 2 teams, and they just happened to beat one that just can't score.
I mean, Greenville's definitely are going through a struggle at the moment. It seems like after those first 3 matches where they won all 3, then they get to Omaha, draw Omaha at home. Is what it is. Like, you take a draw at home, good enough team. Beat Tormenta 1-0, but that was it was not a convincing 1-0 win. And then you get throttled by North Texas on the road. Then you scrape by North Carolina FC. You get beat pretty badly by Tormenta. And then for definitely 30 minutes, you were getting ran all over the place by Madison. They did recover to come back from 2 down. They did recover to get a draw. But this last month of matches for Greenville have been interesting. Part of it is injuries, but part of it is just that defensive. Like we were always saying, you have to get a goal against Greenville because Greenville is going to be tough to break down and tough to score against and tough to beat. And we're seeing it's not as tough as it is last year. I mean, they're still a good team. They're still going to make the playoffs. They probably will finish 2nd or 3rd.
No, I stand by what I said at the beginning.
I know that's not what you said to me. I still think that, but this is
the hottest hot take of the year. The hottest hot take of the year.
But it is definitely a interesting aspect of Greenville. But Tormenta, good for them. They turned it around. They got some key wins. You know what? That's what you need. You got to get those wins any way you can. And whether it's against Toronto for 2 of them, you still got to win. You still got to win those games.
Nah, I mean, this is my whole thing with right now. One, I do not understand why they decided to play Dallas J after he just had international. He had 3 international friendlies. I think in a span of 2.5 weeks, like a week and a half.
Wasn't one of the World Cup
qualifiers? And then
qualifiers?
for him to take they were all World Cup qualifiers.
Okay.
And granted, they did not score a goal. I think they gave up 10 goals in that whole era. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And then, so he played Saturday. I'm assuming he got on a first-class business trip or whatever. I hope it was to get back to Greenville I don't think Greenville got an international airport. If they do, let us know. I'm assuming he got dropped off in Columbia somewhere or Atlanta, and then taken to Greenville to play on, what was it, Sunday? I think it was Sunday. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Like, give the guy a rest. He just played in some tough competition mentally. Like, no matter how good Dallas J is, and he is good, that messes with you when you give up 10 goals in the span of 3 days in World Cup qualifiers. Give us some time to rest. Give us some time to get over the jet lag. I'm sorry, yo. Dallas J in that defense has looked off balance ever since he's came back, and ever since his team has come back. So it kind of makes me question, like, what y'all been doing in this time period? Correction, like Matt said, 13 goals. 13.
Not better.
Like, how confident can you be as a goalkeeper if you give up 13 goals?
Well, it's one thing when you are when your back line in front of you is just terrible, like the situation with Guam, and then you go to Greenville and they're still letting in the goals. Like, that's the thing. Like that North Texas game, granted, 1 or 2 of those goals were just, you just got to live with it. You can't do much about those. But like the goals, like the goal against that Aaron Malloy scored and the second one for Madison, that's not the typical Greenville. All 3 Tormenta goals, that wasn't typical Greenville. So yeah, it could be that where all of a sudden that, that aura of confidence, that knowing that your back 4 is got your back and they're going to help you, isn't helping as much.
But which back 4 has his back? Because they all let in some terrible goals.
Yeah. I mean, if you really look, like, all the goals against North Texas were kind of, they were good. They're good goals. North Carolina won. Now, granted, I will say this. The North Carolina goal was probably the most USL referee-ish goal I've ever seen. Eboni, let's be real. That man called offsides on someone that was going backwards.
And they were onside.
And they were onside. And the whole Greenville defense was like, what? Like, it was like that moment someone does something entirely stupid and the whole stadium just looks and be like, bro, really? Like, you really about to do this? And then North Carolina took advantage of it and scored. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. If there was a Shackton a fool, it would be that USL referee. By the way, that's a segment we should do.
Oh boy.
Because that was bad. We being real.
Yeah, that I just don't understand how
opportunistic.
Like I said, they raise the flag saying offside when they're clearly on.
And the whole boy was confident. He was confident.
Everyone in Greenville just stops. They're like, okay, we see the flag go up, we're done. The center ref doesn't stop it. They're just like, yeah, keep going because I know they're on side. Like, it was just a complete mess.
Hey.
It was opportunistic.
I mean, you got
boy stood there on the sideline.
Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
Offside. Oh no, my bad. He on.
Look, the whistle is your friend and it's your enemy. It was my friend in that moment.
Y'all still lost that game.
All right.
I had hope. I was a little sliver of hope.
Damn, that's one of us. Okay.
But I mean, like, all right. So then after that game, then you play South Georgia, and like, really, like I said before, I had one foot off the train. Like, South Georgia, 2 wins against that's my microphone going off. Had 2 wins against Toronto back-to-back weeks, and then they beat Chattanooga. Well, I don't know how to read Tormenta. We'll talk about that. But back to Greenville, like, for you to lose to South Georgia 3-1, and they're almost playing 6 in the back on most possessions. Like, what is this?
I don't understand. I feel like a lot of the things that Tormenta was doing well, it just actually happened. Like, it's not like they can't score. They can't defend. And against the first TFC2, they didn't allow a goal. Against Greenville, they only allowed 1. Like, the defense has somehow finally caught up to the attack to the point where it's like, okay, now maybe you can hold on to a 1-0 lead. Maybe you can not allow 3-4 goals a match. And good for them.
I just suspected more.
I mean, I'm not fully going to say they're back. I'm not saying that yet because, again, most of their matches have been they've been at home and they've been TFC2 heavy with a dash of, Chattanooga and Greenville. And they still got another match with TFC2. Then they got North Carolina. So they might still just keep rattling off wins. I don't know with this team. Consistently inconsistent.
The one team I'm really freaking scared of is Toronto.
Yo,
Toronto, you just don't know what the hell you're going to get.
So Toronto really reminds me, Kyle, you'll understand this. Toronto reminds me of not Lansing. Who did it remind me of in 2019? God, I can't remember who. Forget it. But yeah, Toronto is a nice squad. Like they are a solid. The only issue is like they're super young. Like I think they probably have the youngest starting 11 in USL League One. I think by like a considerable margin. Like I don't think there's anyone in that team that has any other experience. But I mean, collectively, y'all not the youngest. Y'all got a couple of 16 and a 15-year-old. First of all, ain't that child labor laws? Look, he's 15. I know, homeboy. Unless y'all for his work permit, you know what? Whatever. Let me keep my mouth quiet in front of my people.
No, he has an academy contract.
Mm-hmm.
He has an academy contract.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, you know what?
Cal,
you know who I think Tormenta this year reminds me of? Tucson in 2019. Because Tucson was kind of the same thing, where they would win games that you don't expect them to win, and they would lose games that they should win. Especially at the end of the season, they were losing games left and right and drawing, and they had like 9 straight home games and somehow still couldn't make the playoffs. Like that is who Tormenta remind me of. It is 2019 Tucson.
Yeah. Because really, like 2019 Tucson should have been in the running for a playoff spot. And
they should have been in the playoffs. With that schedule and the position they were in, that was prime. You can go on a run at home and make the playoffs.
Yeah. So where do you guys want to go from here? Because we pretty much talked about the past week matches. I mean, hold on, let me make sure. Oh, we also have the Chattanooga 3-2 win over North Carolina, which Ev, I gotta ask you, yo, what happened in this game? Because y'all went up in the 6th minute, and then all of a sudden, in 73rd minute, Chattanooga just was like, all right, we're gonna play for real and start scoring some goals. What happened?
Well, for one, I mean, like I've told you, well, for one, they subbed on like their top goal scorer, and he came on and did what he was supposed to do. He scored 2 goals in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, I can't knock him doing his job, you know? But at the same time, it was a lot of young kids, like a lot. We had like literally every veteran on our team is hurt.
Dang.
Holiday played lights out. He was fantastic. Like, I'm gonna give that boy his flowers. He did amazing, and the scoreline does not reflect how well he was in goal. But
your goalkeeper suspended for kicking the ball into the stands.
Yeah, he's suspended for a while. And yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. Like that was something that we heavily talked about. It was like, what the fuck is this? And how do we allow this? And how do we not make it happen again? It was literally just like us sitting back for like an entire game because we were getting ran over, but we held out for a long time.
Well, also about Chattanooga, like, don't get me wrong, the front office of Chattanooga can do a lot more work because I'm gonna have a solo moment where I'm gonna talk about their front office and the fuckery they've been doing. But this Chattanooga team itself, like they remind me of Richmond last year, and Matt made a good point on our podcast about it, about how we were able to win games off of luck. And Chattanooga's been winning a lot of games off of luck. And I'm starting to wonder, like, is this luck or is this Oblita's system they're just a second half team? Because the majority of their wins have come late goals, second half. Look at Richmond, look at Inter Miami, look at Rev 2, Tucson, North Carolina. Like, it's been a lot of wins late.
It will be interesting to see how long that can continue, especially when their next two games is Greenville this Saturday and then Omaha the following week. If they can get even 2 points from that, then it's like, okay, there's something to this. There's something to this system.
But then what does that say about Greenville if Chattanooga can get a point off of them?
Greenville's in their own weird mini panic mode, but it's like I'm sure there might be some Greenville fans that are panicking, but also they're still fine. They're still probably going to make the playoffs. Like, but this is a stretch that they have not had since early 2019. Like ever since mid 2019 till now, they've pretty much been winning. They've been consistently one of the better teams. Like they have not had to be like, oh, we're in a slump.
I mean, to be honest with you, if you're Greenville, you don't have to pick the panic button at all. Your next game against Chattanooga. After that, you play Revs 2 on the road. Then you get North Carolina at home, South Georgia at home, and then Chattanooga again, and then Toronto 2 to close out the month. You don't have to panic. If you drop one game in that stretch, that's fine. But if you're Greenville, I'm not hitting panic. Unless, like, if you drop any lower than, I'd say, 4 with 20 matches played, there's no reason to hit panic button. No, because if you're Greenville, the main goal is to have a home playoff game. Like, that's it. You want to have a home playoff game.
No, Greenville should not panic. No team probably should panic. The closest teams that should panic are North Carolina, Tucson. Like, those might be the two teams that are closest to panicking. Everyone else, it's like you're going through a slump. Every team is going to go through some type of slump this season.
Yeah,
it's probably better to get your slump now. It's probably better to get your slump now or early in the season than later. Because once all the games start evening out, then you're going to kind of get an idea of where you stand.
I'm hitting all the panic buttons. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, okay, fine. North Carolina's
hitting. You do not have to hit the panic button. It's fine. Like, just take this as a rebuilding year and just, like you said, just vibe out, cause a little chaos. Take a team out of the playoffs.
They still might chaos. At some point,
if y'all go winless through like 20 games, then we can start hitting the panic button. But not.
North Carolina will not be as bad as OCB was. Like, they're not going to be historically that bad.
Yeah, you'll never.
We are on track for that.
Yeah,
no, absolutely not.
There's at least signs of what North Carolina can do. There's at least signs. There was no sign with OCB.
OCB was out there just cooling and vibing. Like, it is what it is, my guy. Like, that was OCB last year. In the last 2 years, let's be real. Cooling and vibing, FC.
I'm just throwing this out there. If the Kickers beat us this weekend, it's homophobic because it's our Pride Night.
Whoa, what? What? How?
I mean, is Omaha racist for not letting Richmond win last weekend?
Yes.
They did allow us black jerseys.
Actually, the fire alarm went off.
I'm just saying.
Is that homophobic if we No, it's not. The margarita get to, but no, it's not. I know what I'm trying to say. What I'm not trying to say is what I'm saying is what I'm not saying. Nah. All right, yo. So look. Yes, probably so. We're gonna have the rainbow kit on. Like rainbow cookies. We here for it. The captain's gonna have on the rainbow armband. We flag power, baby. Like Captain Planet.
I was gonna say, I think Omaha beat Madison on their Pride Night, so I'm just saying, like, there might be some homophobia and racism going on.
Y'all lost to the Rams, and y'all draw out that wardrobe change. You have nothing to say.
It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. They wore the club one to the beach game, and that's on them,
bro.
They were shocked they scored against Greenville twice, and they're like, "Wait, we're good. We scored twice."
No,
we done, fam.
They shouldn't have blown that lead, but
y'all team blew that lead because they ain't recognized the jerseys. It was like, I thought we was playing in black. No, son, we playing in pink today. Trash.
I wish it was that simple.
So, all right, the other game that happened on yesterday, Toronto FC, South Georgia, 3-1. And I gotta say, man, like I was tweeting this game, so you caught the tweets, you understand what was going on. I really thought South Georgia had this in the bag because they had 3 quality shots. They were possessive. Like Toronto had no ideas. And then the second half come around and South Georgia like reverted back to starting again South Georgia. So I'm like, and I took through the game, like, I don't know whether or not to buy into them or to take them as fool's gold because it's like, yeah, you got 2 wins over Greenville and Chattanooga, but then you got losses against teams that you're not supposed to have losses against. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Consistently inconsistent.
Welcome to the USL, baby.
That is Tormenta's slogan. Consistently inconsistent.
Hey, that's gonna be our opening from now on. You got to start off with that, all right? That's gonna be our opening from now on.
Oh fuck!
I mean, like, if you look at the stats from this game, we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stats in the game, but like, it's interesting to see. Like, if you look at the first half, Tormenta was dominating, and then like, it wasn't that Toronto didn't have a shot on goal; they didn't have a shot. Period. Like 0. Like it was that game of FIFA where it was like you playing on ultra difficulty with sliders all the way turned up, and you can't even get out your final third. And then comes the second half, and then the first 3 shots on goal, Toronto scores from. What is this?
Look,
I mean, that's FIFA. It's FIFA Football Manager-esque kind of game where you don't have much of the possession. You ain't creating most of the chances, but you score those chances that you get. And your opponent rage quits halfway through.
I really feel like they did. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it just – and the thing was, both teams were playing at a back 5. So you would think in that experience, like, in that moment, all right, advantage goes to South Georgia. I mean, and also, like, credit, Pablo Jara wasn't starting in goalkeeper either. I think it was Carlos Alviza. But as I said before, man, with this South Georgia team, like, this team goes as Micheletto goes. If Micheletto scores, South Georgia's going to be great. They're going to do fine. If Micheletto doesn't score or he's not having a big impact on the game, South Georgia is looking pretty bummy.
We're not out here calling them bum status. Okay. We just gonna, they just out here bum status like that? Okay.
Like, yo, I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, the shock is not South Georgia, it's Toronto. Toronto is the shock value in every game. Because
for real, Toronto could be a higher up the table if they didn't have all those draws.
Toronto's in what? 6th? Toronto's in 6th. What? I went into this game remembering how Toronto played from USL League, USL Championship days. I'm like, okay, well, it's Toronto. And then hearing everybody's stories about Toronto, they're like, it's a win on a Tuesday afternoon at 4 p.m. for you. Okay, this is different. First of all, they've played more games than us. How the fuck did they do that? And they started a month and a half late.
That Wednesday, Thursday, they just killed you. Wednesday, Saturday. It was Tormenta. They played Tormenta, and they played.
They went from
Fort Lauderdale. They only played 2 teams.
They played 3 more games than us. They started a month and a half later than everybody else, including the teams that started a month and a half late than everyone that started at the beginning.
I don't understand the schedule at all.
I don't like Chattanooga has 7 games. What?
Hey, I'm keep talking. I'm trying to figure out this points per game real quick.
Yeah,
I think it is.
I don't understand the schedule because you have Tormenta at Fort Lauderdale. They have 12 matches, and then Toronto has the most matches after that with 10.
Oh no, it's wins. It tells us at the bottom total wins in league games. So because Chattanooga has won 5 of their 7, they're in third.
I mean, Chattanooga's only got 1 loss, which was weirdly enough to Tormenta.
I don't understand this league.
Here's the problem with no OCB. There's no team so far that is you can throw the backups in and you're still going to win. Like, and it doesn't matter. Like, Revs 2 beating Forward Madison was both surprising and not surprising because this is the same Revs 2 that beat Richmond, that beat Greenville, and that beat Omaha. So Revs 2 seems to be able to beat the top team, beat better teams. Tucson is a team that they might beat you, they might draw, they might allow a late goal.
They ain't beat us this year though. And I go back on mute. I just wanted to say that point.
Okay. But, Tucson is, you don't know what you're going to get. Fort Lauderdale they got the talent. What they do with that talent is kind of like Toronto, where sometimes that talent's going to get you a surprise win. They're going to get you on the counter. Sometimes they're going to blow a late game. I feel like there's a lot of parity this year, which is enjoyable because like I said, there's no automatic win. There's no OCB. You walk in, you get 3 points, you get out. But that also means anyone can beat anyone.
Except for us. We haven't won yet.
It's coming. I swear.
Just saying. I'm out here in these streets naked because we ain't got to win.
All right. So I figured out the points per game table. So bear with me. You're going to figure this out. All right. So should I start from the bottom and go to the top? How y'all want me to do this?
You can start from the bottom. Just skip 12. We already know it's North Carolina.
To the bottom. I don't know. All right. North Carolina FC is, of course, at the bottom with for the culture. That was last week. We talked about last week. Check that out. Jeff Ruder was on the show. Lovely man. He was on the show last week. So yeah, North Carolina's at the bottom with 0.14 points per game. Fort Lauderdale is second to the bottom with 1.16. So Tucson is 1.125. Then after that, Revs 2 and South Georgia are 1.25. I'm losing track here. Hold on. Because I'm also doing this while having margaritas in my system. All right. Wow. So then after that, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I did just have a
rum. So then after that, Richmond and Tucson are tied at 1.3. Then North Texas at 1.37. And then you got Triumph at 1.8, Yogi at 2.0, and then Red Wolves at 2.2.
Okay, where are we?
Your top three.
No. Don't gloss over not saying Madison. Where the hell are they?
1.4. Sorry. Somebody forgot about the birds.
You got all the other birds, so don't give me that shit.
Your top 6 goes as this. Red Wolves and Yogi are your 1 and 2. And you got Triumph, North Texas, TFC2, Fort Lauderdale, and then Richmond. That rounds out. Which means Red Wolves are the overlords, which makes me sick to my stomach.
You know what? Goodbye.
You know when it's like there's just like a team that no one wants to win? I feel like Chattanooga's still that team that no one wants to win. Like, for different reasons. Like, there's a lot of people that don't want Madison to win because that's just a whole other thing. Like, there's people that don't want Omaha to win.
Bro, I swear to God, if Forward Madison win USL League 1, I'm muting everyone.
Oh,
I'm
you're getting
everyone.
a phone call from me. You're getting a phone call from me.
I'll mute everyone, dog.
No. You got to leave it open. And
No, you can mute everyone else. I'm giving you a phone call. You're getting a call, but I'm just saying, like, no one, like, I feel like nobody wants Chattanooga to win.
I mean, this is true. I mean, Omaha too. Like, Omaha is different because Omaha would be mad cocky. Like, they would be ultra cocky. Like, to the point where it's like, all right, bro, we got to fight. Like, you got to take an L somewhere.
So we just out here fighting in these streets.
Hey, look, it got to happen. Forward Madison win is going to be annoying. Like,
it'll be annoying for like a week, and then it'll be annoying for like a month.
No, but also like,
and then the kid's gonna come out, and it's gonna be re-annoying again.
Ooh.
Chattanooga FC is going to be ultra annoying because they're going to go into Revs too. I mean, Red Wolves too. That's going to be horrible. If Richmond win, just know y'all gonna have to block me because I'm letting that motherfucker see. I just want y'all to know.
So at this rate, Tormenta and Tucson are probably the only independent teams that everyone would be like, okay, fine, whatever.
I'm not in this conversation because zero wins. I'm not in this conversation.
Y'all might be Leicester next year. Do the Great Escape.
Yo. It's a new kit for every home game.
Probably so. All right, y'all. So we got through the league table. We got through the points per game. Do y'all want to head into the power rankings or should we go into the pick'ems?
I mean, we can do power rankings because
I was going to say.
My team is where it should be.
I haven't looked at it, so I'll take a peek.
All right. So should I start from the top or bottom on this one?
Let's just start from the bottom, get me over with, and then we'll just work our way up.
You guys are so goddamn glum. You said your old team was going to do chaos this year. That do nothing but cause chaos. And then your team do that.
Chaos
and you're like,
never winning.
I don't think kicking a ball into the stands is chaos.
Yeah. That's just bad sportsmanship.
All right. So North Carolina FC is, of course, 12. You got Tucson. They dropped 2 spots from 9 to 11. Fort Lauderdale dropped 4 spots all the way from 6 to 10. Revs 2 go up 2. They go to 9th. Toronto goes up 2 from 10th to 8th. Forward Madison dropped 4 spots from 3rd to 7th. North Texas goes up 2 to 6th. Richmond drops 1. How we drop 1? Whatever. Even when we draw, we still lose. I don't understand.
Are y'all undefeated and drop a spot in the power ranking?
I don't know. I don't get it. Greenville dropped 2. South Georgia goes up 4. What? I'm sorry. Y'all get my live reaction to this. Greenville goes up 3 to 2, and Union Hamas 1. First and foremost, we are undefeated. Hold on. Because y'all about to get this.
Undefeated in 3 games.
We are undefeated in 3 games, and we drop a spot. But Greenville gets monkey slapped in what? 2 games? And they drop. South Georgia, folks, has won 2 games against Toronto, too. Meanwhile, has played horrible throughout the entire year, and they go up 4. Make it make sense, Jesus. Make it make sense.
So I got a problem with Toronto not going up higher.
I got a problem with Toronto up at 3rd because they not 3rd.
Let me look at this.
That's a big drop for Madison.
I mean, it's fair. Is it much? Like, I don't understand how we're below North Texas, but losing 2-0 at home is bad. Losing 2-0 at home in Revs 2 is bad.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, you can't lose 2-0 at home. Period. Like, you're gonna drop because of that. I don't know about dropping 4, but they were at 3rd, and they were probably already high enough at 3rd initially. So I can't argue it. I want to argue it. I can't. Now next week, if they drop again, depending on what happens, I might be a little upset with that.
It was love Yogi.
I'm upset now because I'm trying to figure out how do we. It literally says the Kickers are undefeated in 3 games after Saturday's draw with Omaha, which has helped keep the side head above which has helped keep the side's head above the playoff line for the time being. But we dropped. I'm not understanding this line.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of drastic moves, like Fort Lauderdale dropping 4. Did they play? Wait,
Fort Lauderdale? Yes, they played. They lost to who did they lose to? Toronto. They lost to Toronto.
Dropping and then 4 seems harsh. Like dropping them 4 seems harsh. Dropping Madison 4 seems harsh. But then again, moving Tormenta up 4, like they just did a lot of drastic. Like, okay, we're just gonna make a lot of drastic changes. North Texas somehow goes up 2 for drawing at home.
Yeah,
they missed a penalty. They should that might be my one gripe. Like, I think Madison North Texas should be swapped because Madison did lose. Yes.
So look, to me personally,
North Texas going up 2 for drawing doesn't make sense.
How does Union drop points and stay at 1?
I don't know.
None of this makes sense.
Like this week's power ranking is all over the place. Like it was just like I didn't watch a game. Let me see the results. Oh, okay, and then boom.
It's all weird.
It's not good.
This is why power rankings suck.
I mean, that's true. Team of the week. Or are we going to pick them?
Yeah, let's hop on team of the week. You got it pulled up, Kyle?
Yep. So at goalkeeper is Wallace Lapsey, who made the penalty save against North Texas. Then you got Ferretti Souza. At Omaha, Ryan Spalding for Revs 2. Lars Eckenrode for Tormenta. Luca Mayer for Tormenta. I'm sorry if I butcher this. Jaquili Marshall Ruddy for TFC2. Michelotto for Tormenta. Jaden Nelson for TFC2. Mario Lomas for Greenville, Mark Hernandez for Greenville, and then Juan Galandrez for Chattanooga, who was also the player of the week.
What? How do you not have Holiday in there?
I think the woodwork should be on there because that's the only reason why Revs 2 won that damn game.
Woodwork should be on there every week.
Woodwork should be there, but
like we being real, Woodwork should be there every week.
So that is your team of the week. I didn't watch many matches over the weekend between Milwaukee Bucks and just general whatever. I didn't watch any games this past week, but
I'm pissed. Fuck this.
The slim glimmer of hope Ebony had has now been dashed.
Bullshit. How do you not put the 15-year-old who just stood on his head for 70 minutes?
Because he should have been on the field anyway because of child labor laws.
Here's the reason for Wallace Lapsey. Lapsey kept a 5-save shutout on the road against North Texas. His penalties kick stop just before halftime proved vital in preserving an away point.
Bullshit. This is bullshit. That's what it is.
All right.
They just don't like the youth.
Yeah.
No.
That's all I got. Because I'm pretty sure Chris Brady didn't make team of the week against when they had the Henny Derby. And
bro, first and foremost, let's talk about this. Because that irritated the hell out of me. Y'all call this boy up for this one game? No, Kyle. Because y'all call him up no other game this year. Y'all ain't even sniff and call him up. He wanted a bitch. Nothing. Henny Derby come up. Oh, hey, Chris Brady, you want to play in this game, dog? You want to save some goals against Terzaghi, dog? Annoying. I swear y'all did this on purpose. And it pisses me off.
Prioritize big games. Big
Child
game players play.
That boy's supposed to be up in Chicago. My dog agrees with me. He's supposed to be up in Chicago.
He probably could start at Chicago right now, to be honest. He probably should be starting at Chicago. Chicago needs help.
I swear I hate this. Because if it was y'all regular goalkeeper, dog, we would have won that game 2-0. And all of a sudden, Brady decides he wants to be goddamn next Manuel motherfucking Neuer out here saying every goddamn thing. Like his life depended on it. Pisses me the hell off.
We didn't talk about the Heady Derby at all, and that was
we
quite
don't need to. We don't need to. You won't first mention it. It was a draw. It sucked at the 30th minute. Won't nothing happening.
I mean, the cameraman was a highlight.
He was drunk. I'm sorry. He was drunk. Homeboy, yo, there was one point. If you go back and rewatch the game, there's one point I think in between the 30th and 40th minute mark, he zoomed into the field super tight and it zoomed all the way back out. And I was already bro, I had a blunt already. I was like, yo, what is this? You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Not ready for that.
Between that and the refs, that was the most disjointed Heady Derby match in the history of time.
Bologna's gag. I swear, this 2 weeks in a row, two of my players, big guy, shotgun from behind, and the ref is just like, corner.
I'm going to talk about Turbo got ball. I mean, it happens.
Bro,
you can see that was a straight face.
That man got. So you mean to tell me Turbo got ball and Bologna's shoes went out of the field?
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Exactly, because you know it's BS.
Y'all fight this one.
Bologna's had to go grab his shoe from off the pitch. And she over here corner.
There were times where Richmond players got fouled and they didn't call it. There were times where Madison players got fouled and they didn't call it. It was and then there were little touch ones where they would give a yellow card. And it's what is going on here?
I
don't know who that ref was, but they did not do a good job.
At all. At all.
Even for USL League One standards, that was not a good job.
Son, I was so annoyed. So annoyed. And then Union Omaha at the very end of the game, Emmy got torpedoed, and the ref was just no blood, no foul. Get up. Meanwhile, Emmy got to pick up his whole left foot off the ground. What are we doing here, USL League One? It's time to give me VAR. I want VAR in League One.
I want VAR too, because I don't know about that penalty on Fusan. I don't know about that penalty call on Fusan. I have questions on that.
Also, we need to talk about this North Texas FC Tucson game because that was the vibe game of the week. 3 red cards? Son, what are we doing? Son.
What's that?
I don't understand how, you get 3 red cards.
I mean,
but you don't score?
No, not at all.
Not one goal.
That game was straight vibe, yo. It was the only game on Saturday too. Yo. And the thing is, all the red cards happened in the second half. And they weren't yellow red. They were straight reds. Except for the last one in the 9th minute. But they were straight red. And they were
look.
Bro. They were football tackles out there.
Yeah, those are straight reds.
There were 7 yellow cards, 3 red cards.
Bro, it's crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they lead the league in red cards.
Who, Tucson?
No, North Texas.
Yeah, I think Tucson.
I thought North Texas did.
Tucson had 2 reds. North Texas had 1.
North Texas also had that red way back against Greenville.
Hold on, I'm looking it up now. No, Tucson leads. So Tucson and North Texas are top of the league in red cards. North Texas has 5. North Texas has 4. And then there's Greenville with 2.
Wait, so North Texas has 5. Tucson has 2? 4?
No, Tucson has 5. North Texas has 4.
Okay.
And then Greenville is 3rd with 2.
Look, the rum was hitting me hard there. I heard Tucson twice.
That is insane, yo. And by the way, South Georgia leads the league. You understand this. South Georgia leads the league in yellow cards with 38. Richmond is second with 23. That is a 15 gap difference, dog.
How are more of their players not sent off?
Tactical fouls, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at it like in this Greenville game alone, they had 4 yellows. 4.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised as well because Tormenta has conceded 164 fouls, and then Richmond is second with 137. How does Greenville only have 79 fouls conceded?
Because they don't. No, they barely get up the field. Who they defending? Jesus?
Hey, you talking about me being glum?
I'm just saying.
Me, I'm innocent.
We're gonna be out here like, all right, we gonna park the bus, baby. Jose Mourinho FC, let's do it. I'm just saying, yo, like, yeah. All right, so look, these are the games we got coming up this week, and then after this, we're gonna go into the pick'ems. North Carolina FC versus Richmond on Friday. A lot of Richmond fans are going down. Yeah, that'd be interesting to do. On Saturday, you got Chattanooga versus Greenville, Revs 2 versus North Texas, Fort Lauderdale versus Toronto FC 2, Union Omaha versus FC Tucson, Forward Madison versus Revs 2.
Nope, not on Saturday.
That's not Saturday. It's Wednesday.
I mean, Wednesday. My bad. You know, Madison just determines when they want to play. Are y'all gonna do another wardrobe? Y'all gonna do another wardrobe change for this game?
We're gonna start with the pink and then switch to black because clearly wearing the black is better.
Okay. So yeah, let's start off with the North Carolina Richmond game. What you guys think about this?
I'm going with vibes. Just vibes.
This is my chaos game of the week.
Why?
Here's the thing. North Carolina has this come to Jesus team meeting with the supporters. Like, they have shit is bad. Like, they need.
Matter of fact, let's talk about this, Ab. You want me to give you a solo? You want me to give you a solo?
You don't have to.
Let's talk about this come to Jesus meeting y'all have, because apparently Ronald was on fire last night. That was the last time since the Civil War. So what happened?
Get on my nerves.
I'm just saying, Raleigh was on fire in the Civil War. Let's not forget this fact.
So what happened? So, I mean, just that. We had a meeting with the head coach, and like we were being told, trust the process. Well, what the fuck is the process? Don't keep telling me to do it and then not tell me what it fucking is. So he came on. He asked for it. He was like, I'm coming to you because I want to talk to you guys. And I want you to hear from my mouth what's going on. And I appreciate that. Because we had
accountability? Yes.
Accountability. That's all. Accountability and communication. I'm like, fuck, man, I can do a lot with that. He came on and he talked to us about the process and talent and realities and expectations. And that's more than we've ever gotten. So, like, going into this Richmond game, I wasn't even going to go because you said you weren't coming. First, you said you were coming. So I was like, okay, I'll go with Elliot. Then you said you weren't coming. I was like, I'm going to still take this day off. Because I already
As you should. As you should.
Right.
The only reason I'm not going is because my sister's coming in town. So,
that's fine.
Family dinners.
I'm missing a baby shower to go to the Courage game.
Baby showers aren't even that fun.
Exactly. Is that your baby? What you got in shower for?
Right. Unless it's your baby, it ain't that fun.
It's
what, you going there to eat meatballs? The same meatballs you can eat any other time? For those who don't know, a black baby shower is nothing more than meatballs, cornbread, greens, and mac and cheese. All for Food Line. No shit changed. Don't shit get different. Question: is the couple having the baby? Are they married?
It's his fiance.
So the motherfucking word at least Coogee or Polo. Don't shit change. All right. You ain't missing out on nothing. This the same baby shower you went to when you was 17 with homegirl Lakeisha had her baby. Her mama wanted to shut down the whole hood to have a baby shower. Ain't nothing different. You ain't missing a goddamn thing. Send the card with your little funky $25 Target gift card in it. You ain't missing shit.
Only $25? Damn.
Look, it ain't my child. I ain't going above 25. All right? That's my rule.
You get on my fucking nerves.
I'm gonna say, depending on whose it is, I feel like 50 is the minimum.
Get a $25 gift card. That's it.
I feel like it depends on who, like $50 minimum. Because if you're invited, then you have some caring about this child, or at least a couple.
We got distracted.
50 for who? The kid?
Maybe I got spoiled. I don't know. Diapers are expensive. All right.
Diapers are expensive. That 25 is not even covering diapers.
Sell drugs. I don't know what to tell you. You should have never had a child and you ain't ready to dampers. It's my problem. You should have thought about that.
I can't wait for the quote from this episode. Sell drugs. I don't care.
I'm sorry. That's not my problem.
Oh,
where are we now? Where are we now?
So accountability. God damn it. So yeah, we had that conversation. He came on. He talked for like a good hour and a half with supporters. And I think a lot of fans are, while the results suck, they're at least happy to know that there's a process. And while we didn't get the full process of what it is, we've gotten some of it. So hopefully we have some veterans back. I don't know full injury stats. We did finally get some updates on some players that were injured. So I'll be there. It's definitely going to be my vibes game.
That's fair. I'm still calling it my chaos game because this, again, North Carolina, they had their come to Jesus moment. They got to do something. Richmond, they're undefeated. They got to get this win as well. They got to see they got to go with it. And looking at the other games, I have a different game for vibes of the week, but this just seems like
my chaos game is Chattanooga.
See, I don't think that's going to be that chaotic. I feel like it's going to be a very boring 1-1 or 1-0 game.
What's your chaos? Fort Lauderdale, Toronto?
Oh no. Richmond, North Carolina is chaos. My vibes is TFC 2, Fort Lauderdale.
Well, they did just play each other twice. It was a draw and a win for Toronto.
I'm just saying, with both these teams, you don't know what you're getting with either of them. You don't know what you're getting. This might be a 5-goal throw. This might be another boring draw or 1-0 win for Toronto. Who knows?
I'm leaning Greenville Chatta because of their last games, and they both had defensive lapses. What can they do against each other?
Oh, it's in chat. Ooh, okay.
It's in Chattanooga.
That makes it a little bit more interesting.
That's my chaos. NCFC Richmond is my vibes.
I'm still sticking with it. NCFC Richmond is my chaos. Fort Lauderdale, Toronto is my vibes.
You know what'll be real chaos? A win.
Yeah.
Let's go full chaos.
I might flip shit.
Oh, but we're not supposed. So a loss to North Carolina, you flipping tables, but we're not supposed to hit the panic button.
Yeah. Because I'll drive fucking Hamilton. I'll drive to Carolina to fight everyone. I'll be like, no, he that day. You're not supposed to lose, Mike. You're not supposed to lose. All right. So look, you got North Carolina, Richmond. Yeah. I think it'd be 2-1. Richmond's going to give up a stupid goal. I can feel it. Unless we play defensively solid, it might be another draw game. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Chattanooga, you got Chattanooga, Greenville. I think I went Greenville in this game. I think I went Greenville in the pick'ems.
Was this a pick'em?
It wasn't even a pick'em. Oh, it was. And no, you didn't.
I went draw. Because I really don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about either team.
I think 1-1 draw. I think Chattanooga's going to get another ridiculously late goal. Like, I feel it's in Chattanooga, so therefore I think they're going to get a late goal again. But I will say this. If Greenville plays like they did in the first 30 minutes against Madison, they're getting the doors blown off of them. And Chattanooga's actually going to hold on to the lead this time.
Yeah. It won't be pretty. All right. So the next game up, we got Rescue versus North Texas. This is my 5 games of the week. This is the game where pick the drug of your choosing and enjoy the match. Because anything's bound to happen in this one.
I feel like this is going to be the one where I expect North Texas to win, and I'm going to look at my phone and see the score and be like, what the fuck is going on? That's what this game is.
With 3 red cards.
This is what that game is going to be. I'm going to look, and I'm not going to pick to watch this game because I'll be like, okay, North Texas should win. And with the other games that are starting around the same time, let me watch Greenville, Chattanooga. Let me wait for Fort Lauderdale, TFC 2. And then this game's going to be a complete mess, and I'm going to be like, why did I not watch this game?
First of all, I think Ricketts, what's his name? Ricketts. I think he plays in this game for I think he plays in this game for Revs too. I don't know, man. Like, he's a good scorer, yo. And North Texas defense has been spotty. I don't know, man. I don't know. And plus, North Texas is on the road, so they're not setting up. They're not bringing down actually Dallas players. So you're getting the pure North Texas roster. That's why it's the vibes game, man. It's the vibes game.
No, it should be, but I'm just not convinced.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so next game up, we got Fort Lauderdale versus Toronto FC. This is my vibes game. This is my chaos pick of the week. This is my no. I'll take it back.
Did we agree on anything?
No, I don't think we've ever agreed on anything on this show. Did black people agree on anything? No. It's not in our DNA. I take back my vibes pick. I know my vibes pick is. But this game, I don't even think you need to watch this game. I think this game is going to be boring.
Oh no! No!
What, Kyle? Really?
This is my vibes
game of the week.
Really? With the teams, think of the teams. You got Fort Lauderdale, who's got a bunch of talented youngsters, and they might have some Inter Miami players. And then you got TFC 2 with some talented youngsters. This could be, and neither team can defend. Fort Lauderdale can't hold the lead. TFC 2 can't hold the lead. Like, neither team can defend well enough. Yes, this is going to be the vibes game because this is going to be the one where there's going to be 2 ridiculous golazos happening, and you're just going to sit there, and it's going to be a good time.
So to go back, they just played each other. Literally, they just played each other like 3 times. So in the first one on June 16th, it was Toronto, Fort Lauderdale, Toronto at the end to tie it up. And then it was 3 goals in 20 minutes between Toronto and Fort Lauderdale for Toronto to win 2-1. And now here we go to the third one. Like, it could be anything.
I'm just saying, neither team can defend. This is the time.
Woo! Kyle, I hate you, dog, because I might make that my vibe pick of the week. I'm gonna be real bad if this North Texas and Revs game is the highest scoring game, and I'm watching this Fort Lauderdale Toronto game. It is bumpy. I'm gonna be mad.
Did you really choose North Texas as your vibe game?
Yes.
Okay.
Because neither team can defend. Because neither team can. I picked it more for the defensive error. Because neither team's going. They're going to mess up. It's going to happen.
I mean,
All right.
we all agree that the Union Omaha Tucson game is just neither one of those, right? It's just going to be a Omaha win.
Omaha should win this one comfortably. Yeah. There's no reason they shouldn't win this game.
So, okay. I picked Omaha, but it's not by lock. And the reason why I didn't make it by lock is because Richmond played North Carolina FC, and I had to make that by lock. But this is the chaos game of the week. This is my specific prediction for this game. FC Tucson will have more yellow cards than shots on goal.
Wow.
I can see how it can be a chaos game of the week. I can see it. But I just think Omaha should get 2 or 3 goals, be ahead. And it's not going to be a competitive match. Maybe Tucson then decides, fuck it, with that narrow-ass pitch, and they're just going to put in a bunch of tackles.
Well,
it's going to be boring.
I don't think so. I think you will have a 1-1. I can see 1-1. But I can also see a game where FC Tucson just get stuck into Union Omaha and just be like, all right, you got better players? Bet. We're just going to foul you the entire time. Like, it's going to be the hack, even Vandercourt, Hack, Greg Curse mess. I can see it happening.
I can see it. If this was in Tucson, I could understand it a little bit more. But it's in Omaha. That narrow-ass pitch is going... Again, if Omaha should win this comfortably. Should.
They should. They absolutely should. Let me take this back. I think Omaha wins this. I just think FC Tucson is going to create a lot of chaos in this game.
I can see it. I can see it.
I can't.
I'm not picking it, but I can at least see it.
The leader in the red cards, you don't see them. Think about it. You're already going to be 2 men. I'm just saying.
I mean.
Nope. I'm sticking with Richmond, North Carolina as my chaos.
And I'm sticking with Chatta Greenville as my chaos. Right. NCFC Richmond is my vibes.
Kyle made me change my vibes from Fort Lauderdale. From Revs to North Texas to Fort Lauderdale to Monta.
If I was going to choose that Fort Lauderdale game, that Fort Lauderdale game would be my chaos game, not my vibes game. It could get messy quick.
Yeah, it probably can. So the last game of the week, we got Forward Madison versus Revs 2. Kyle, I got a whole week off since this wardrobe change. What y'all gonna do against Revs 2?
So the first time these two teams met, Forward Madison had all the chances in the first half, hit the post 4 times, and lost on 2 counters from Revs 2.
Can I say this real quick? Y'all do realize y'all lost to the Slave Masters, right? Boston brought us over here.
I'm just saying, Revs 2 and the
Kyle.
Revs 2 and the goalposts are anti-black.
Kyle, you lost to a city that is known for not liking black people.
Hey, Foxborough, you know what? Robert Kraft threw in those massages later on, and that motivated them to win. Okay, I don't know.
What?
Anyway, for this Wednesday game,
just saying.
It depends on which Forward Madison shows up. If the Forward Madison that dominated Greenville in the first half shows up, they should be fine. If it's the Forward Madison that dominated Omaha in the first matchup, they should be fine. If it's the Forward Madison in the second half against Tormenta and Fort Lauderdale, they should win. They should get a win, considering they are in a struggle, and it is at home.
Ooh,
I'm picking them to win. I'm picking them to win.
Kyle, low-key, this past month ain't good for y'all, dog.
No, June's been bad.
Draw against Fort Lauderdale, lost to Omaha, a draw against Richmond, a loss against Revs 2, a draw against dog. What we doing, Kyle?
Forward Madison always has a month where they are just dog shit. Every year, there is a month where they are just garbage.
Low key though, I gotta know, man. How did y'all convince the players to do this wardrobe change? Because y'all was winning this game 2-0.
I didn't know about this wardrobe change. That's something
y'all tweeted this motherfucker out 40 times. Every tweet someone tweeted at y'all.
I didn't know the players were. I didn't know the players were doing it.
It's halftime. We get some special at halftime. Halftime's coming, y'all.
Let me explain. When they were at the watch party, so they had the watch party at the stadium, and that was when they did the switch. I didn't know that was going to also be on the field.
Kyle, y'all tweeted that motherfucker out. Your whole team tweeted that shit out like, yeah, dog, we up 2-0. Yeah. Y'all got a little greasy with the tweets, Kyle. Your team got a little greasy with the tweets.
How am I supposed to know what's going on? I don't run the Twitter account. I'm just a man just trying to buy merch and watch the Bucks piss me off.
Got a little greasy with the tweets. It's like...
But yeah, I still think Forward Madison wins next Wednesday against Revs 2. I still think that. I think they will finally play 90 full minutes for the first time all season.
What's that like?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. They've done 75. I've yet to see a full start to finish complete victory. I've yet to see it. Because they either do it in the second half or they wait until the last minute and score, or they get it they get their goal in the first half, or the closest they've done to 90 minutes of good football was against Omaha the first time.
You know what I need now? I need a picture of Ebony's face on a little kid with the Porridge Bowl asking for wins. That's all I thought of when she said, how does that feel? Bro, what?
Oh, it hurt. Oh, that hurt. Oh, my side. It hurts.
Man.
There we go.
Hey, yo, I need that meme. Someone out there in walking down the territory, yo. If you send me that meme, yo, I got a prize for you, dog. I got a prize for it. Oh man, bro, that is hilarious, dog. That is hilarious.
It was great.
That was. Kyle, yo, like, y'all. Oh, hey, outside of North Carolina, Kyle, y'all having the worst month.
Yeah, they are having a shit month.
We just get for the vibes. Why we get thrown in this? It's between
because y'all got
this
4 straight losses. It's not between me. Y'all got 4 straight losses, and they draw, lose. So based on 4, they might lose this game to Revs too.
Honestly, they're having a shit month, and they should be doing better. Plain and simple. Like a lot of these games, like Fort Lauderdale, bad defending.
And this brings me back to my point that we stated earlier. You would have thought y'all was tweeting out New Jersey, y'all was on USL League 1. Nobody knows your record. I guarantee if I would have underneath everyone's post, be like, yo, what's Forward Madison record? Nothing. I wouldn't get a reply back.
Deflection. It's great. Nothing to see here. Don't look behind. Don't look in the back. Look at what's in front of you. Don't look at what's in the back.
I'm just saying, Forward Madison social media needs to be running social media for Donald Trump. Because y'all best deflect ever.
Absolutely not.
Y'all can deflect anything.
We're not going that. Nah, we can't go that far. Like, absolutely not. Like, can't you pick someone else? Like
R. Kelly?
No.
Talcum X. Going to get better. With
like, damn, you could have just said Talcum X, and that would have been at least like, it's not pretty, but damn.
Talcum X. The lights.
You could have picked him. You could pick the Thorns. Like maybe some. Like you could have said the Thorns.
Stop it.
NWSL. U.S. soccer?
I can't. I'm done. I'm done. Don't both of you. No.
Damn, you have to throw Trump and fucking R. Kelly. God damn.
Yeah, he chose violence right there. Like, them margaritas hitting a little too hard, Elliot.
I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying. Look, Forward Madison Twitter had everyone thinking y'all was running the league. Hey, y'all ain't winning this month.
They, you know.
Don't wear those pink kids, man, gal. Don't wear those pink kids.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I will.
Go get it.
I don't want to run all the way up and grab it, and then it's too much work. I'm not going all the way upstairs for it.
By the way, check out Kyle with this Walking 90 t-shirt made by his wife and his cricket. We got merch. The two other colors ain't get yet.
Prototype. How to make sure it looked good.
Get the prototype. All right. Support the brand.
It looks good.
All right, y'all. Well, as always, y'all, thank you for checking out the show. Follow us on Twitter at Walking90. We love y'all. It's all jokes. It's all vibes.
I tolerate some of you.
Okay, Overlord.